Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of I'm Latoya Renee. If you are new here, welcome. If you've been here before, hey y'all. Today I'm starting a brand new medication for my eczema slash asthma, and it's called Dupixent. Don't play with it, don't be dishonest. Still not understanding. All right, so I'm sure some of y'all have seen Dupixent pop up on TV commercials and things like that. Its main goal is to help treat stubborn eczema. It can also help treat people who have asthma. I happen to have both. I think it even also can treat COPD. Don't know all the details as far as how it goes about treating that, but it is listed in the paperwork, so I just wanted to throw that out there for anyone who may be suffering from COPD because it's super common. Here is the Dupixent box. I just got it in. My initial dosage is going to be 600 milligrams. So each pen, and I'm going to unbox it for you guys, each pen, because these are pre-filled pens just like our Wegovy injections that we've been doing, each pen is 300 milligrams. So my initial dose, my starting dose, is going to be 2 full pens. And then moving forward, I will take 1 pen every 14 days. So let's get into it. In the packaging, they did deliver it to my house in a cooler. They sent me 2 boxes with, 2 injection pens in each. So I have 4 pens in total. And the pen essentially looks the same as Wegovy. I'm going to pull it out here for you guys to see. Here's the pen, Dupixent. It has the cap just like Wegovy has. It also has the window here that turns yellow as the medication is being injected into your skin. And then also it has somewhere for you to hold, just the same as Wegovy. An important thing to note, just like with Wegovy, you're going to want to clean the area in which you're going to inject with an alcohol pad. You have 2 options. You can either do your abdomen or you can do your thigh. I think that in children who receive this, they can also receive this in their upper arm. However, adults cannot. So I think, because I just did Wegovy in one of my thighs, I think I'm going to start Dupixent in my abdomen. So I am first going to expose my abdomen a little bit. I've got my alcohol pad here. Just like Wegovy, you want to be 2 inches or 5 centimeters away from your belly button. So I'm going to come over here and clean this area. They say clean it in a circular motion, so we'll do that. Good and clean. Awesome. We have got our Dupixent pen here. From what I've read and what I've been told, you want to hold this in your skin for about 15 seconds, and holding it in there a little longer is not going to hurt either. You want to make sure that all the medication gets inside and that you hear all the appropriate clicks. So we're going to get into that right now. All right, so we've got our Dupixent pen. Let's inject it. You're going to want to pull the cap straight off. All right, just like you do with Wegovy. The needle is inside there. I doubt I'll be able to show it to you guys. Oh, maybe. Do y'all see that? Yeah. You're going to want to inject this into the area that you have chosen firmly, so much so that the yellow here, it gets pushed inside the pen. And you'll see what I mean in a minute. And I'm going to hold it, I'm going to do about 20 seconds or so, because this is my first injection of 2. And I want to make sure we get all of it. So let's get to it. All right. A little nervous, but here goes nothing. That kind of hurt. The window is fully yellow now. It's no longer clear where you see the liquid, and I'm just holding it in there very firmly because I want to make sure everything gets in, and we're just going to continue to hold it there for a minute. Not gonna lie, I've never been a fan of injecting my stomach. I really don't do it much at all with Wegovy. I just alternate thighs, and I don't know, I feel like this Dupixent needle is a little bigger. It has to be a little bigger than Wegovy because I really feel it. but I think all the medication's in now, so I'm going to release. And we are done with the first pin. I am going to go ahead and put this cap back on just to make sure that the needle is no longer exposed. And I'm going to put it, discard it appropriately here in a minute. Something important to note about Dupixent is that you do have to leave this medication sitting out for an extended period of time. I believe I read 45 minutes. So that's something to keep in mind. You can't just pop it out of the fridge and inject it immediately. You've got to give it some time to kind of warm up. That is something I kind of do with Wegovy as well. Not necessarily 45 minutes, but I do let it sit out a little bit before I inject myself, and it does kind of prevent the stinging sensation. So just something to note. I am going to go ahead and clean the area again, just because I'm like that. So we're going to clean it again and get our second pen ready, because my starting dose is 600 milligrams. It says on day 1, inject 600 milligrams, 2 injections subcutaneously. 14 days later, begin maintenance dose, which is going to be 1 injection pen, which is 300 milligrams. So I got to do another one. So we're going to pull this straight out just like we did the other one, putting the cap down on the counter. I'm going to inject the same side of my stomach, but maybe a little over from where I just injected it. I can see where I injected. I see the circular imprint that this left behind, and I can see where the needle went in. Definitely think this needle is probably a little bit bigger. So I'm going to go to the side of it just because I don't want to stick myself in the same spot twice. So here goes nothing. Y'all, it kind of hurts. And I've done a lot of Wegovy injections. This Dupixent hurts a little worse. Maybe it's because it's in my stomach though. That could be it. I'll likely do the other side of my stomach the next time and then go down to my thighs. Yeah, I think that needle's bigger, but we're almost done. We're making it. And if this really gets rid of my current eczema spots that I have, that would be a game changer. If this can reduce the itching, that would be a game changer. Like, I'm really excited to see if this medication works the way that they say it will for me. I'm gonna hold this in here just a few more seconds just because I want to make sure I get it all, and then we'll be done. Some important side effects to note that my dermatologist made a point to mention to me is that for a lot of folks, they get cold sores in their mouth. They get dry eyes, maybe even get like some styes, things like that. So that's just some things to be mindful of. For some people, their eczema gets worse. So that's something to look out for too. I think I'm done, so I'm going to remove that. But those are the main symptoms that my dermatologist made a point to mention to me. There are tons other, of course. You know, if you watch the commercials, you already know like everything under the sun could possibly happen with this medication. So it's just important to pay attention to your body, pay attention to what's happening with yourself, and you know, let your provider know if any of these things are popping up for you and are concerned, so that you make sure that you get the care that you need. Make sure, you know, if you don't need to take this, that you're not, all of those things. So we are done with Dupixent. Got the loading dose, or the initial dose, in, and we will do this again in 2 weeks. Bye guys.